Yo guys, it's Nick's Lotus.
You fucked up! You trusted us!
Now I know my editing guy got that one right. Good job. With 7 cards that you should spend your next $10 on. And just as a little precursor before this video starts, I am making you spend this money, and I am hypnotizing you to spend this money. So if you'd look at the screen for a half second. There we go. Anyway, this is 7 cards that are worth under $10 that you have to spend your next $10 on. Let's get into it. Up first is Blast Zone from Brothers War at 34 cents. Blast Zone is a land that enters the battlefield with a charge counter on it. You can tap it for 1 void. You can pay X twice to put X charge counters on it. And you can pay 3, tap it, sack it, destroy each non-land permanent with mana value equal to the number of charge counters on it. It's like a ratchet bomb on a land. It's just a land at its worst, at its best. It gets rid of really important stuff on the other person's field. And for 34 cents, why not? Up next is Dual Casting from Avacyn Restored at 29 cents. 1 in a red for an enchantment aura. Enchant creature. Enchant creature has tap 1 red and tap it. Copy target instant or sorcery spell you control. You may choose new targets for the copy. This just seems really good. This is going to go in my Mogar the Strings deck. This could probably go in a Kess deck. I feel like there's a lot of different decks where this would actually benefit from it being in it, where the commander doesn't necessarily want to swing, but it will definitely copy spells for you. Really good card. I like this one a lot. 30 cents. Why not? Up next is Magus of the Library from Planner Chaos at 44 cents. Magus of the Library is 2 green for a 1/1. You can tap it to add 1 colorless to your mana pool. So at its worst, it is a 2-drop mana rock creature. It also has the ability to tap, draw a card. You can only use that if you have exactly 7 cards in hand. So every time you have 7 cards, tap this thing, go up to 8, play the new beefy Timmy card you just pulled, go back down to 7, next turn do it again. You're pretty much netting an extra card in green with this thing late game. And at its worst, it's just a 2-drop mana rock. I don't know why this is 44 cents. Most of my decks that have green in it, I'm going to end up replacing one of the 2-drop mana rocks with this because why not? I just really like this card. 44 cents, why not? Up next, we've got Chancellor of the Anax from Mystery Boosters. Chancellor of the Anax is 4 and 3 white for a 5/6 flying. You may reveal this card from your opening hand. If you do, when each opponent casts his or her first spell of the game, counter that spell unless that player pays 1. And whenever an opponent casts a spell, counter it unless they pay 1. This girl's really good. She's a great reanimator target. If you just have her in your opening hand, it slows down the game so you'll be able to play her more easily without early game shit getting in the way. It really clunks up your opponent's turns while not doing it to you. It's a 5/6 flyer. I was looking back through the Chancellors, and there's actually another one on this list because they're actually super solid. Next, we've got Chancellor of the Dross from New Phyrexia at 40 cents. Chancellor of the Dross is 4 and 3 black for a 6/6 flying lifelink. You may reveal this card from your opening hand. If you do, at the beginning of the first upkeep, each opponent loses 3 and you gain life equal to the amount of life lost this way. So if it's in your opening hand, it's a mini Kakusho. You gain 9, everyone loses 3 right off the bat. And if it's not in your hand, it's just a great reanimator target. Again, like in my Cedrus the Trader King, in my Sidisi Reanimator, this just seems really good. Like in any deck like that where you're trying to cheat big stuff into play, it's a 6/6 flying lifelink at its worst. At its best, it's a 6/6 flying lifelink that got you off to a really good start and did a mini Kakusho before the game even started. I really like this guy a lot, and I think they're very powerful. And at 40 cents, like I've said before, say it with me, why not? All right, on to the next one. Next, we've got Conduit of Ruin from Battle for Zendikar at $2.51. Conduit of Ruin is a 6 colorless 5/5 Eldrazi. When you cast Conduit of Ruin, you may search your library for a colorless creature card with converted mana cost 7 or greater, reveal it, shuffle your library, put it on the top of it. If you're in a deck that cheats stuff off top, this seems really good. If you're just in a flat-out Timmy deck, this seems really good, especially because of the second ability. The first creature spell you cast each turn costs 2 less to cast. If you just want to make your shit cost less at the beginning of your turn, 6 mana is not bad for a 5/5 that tutors. I like the fact that this thing does something when it comes into play. If it just had the cost 2 less and then some other ability like Annihilator, I probably wouldn't run it. I really like this card. And for $2.51, why not? And lastly, we've got Elspeth Knight Errant. And you can actually pick up one of these secret layer versions of this card for $3.84. Elspeth Knight Errant is 2 and 2 white for 4 loyalty. You can +1 her to put a 1/1 white soldier creature token into the battlefield, protection, and a body. Those are my favorite +1s. +1 again, target creature gets +3/+3 and gains flying until end of turn. -8, you get an emblem with artifacts, creatures, enchantments, and lands you control are indestructible. None of your stuff being able to get destroyed for the rest of the game. Definitely seems like it'll win you a game. +1ing it to just flood the board seems really good. You could probably get one of your fat creatures in there with the other +1. 4 mana is really low for all this, I feel, and she's to this day holds up, and to this day is one of my favorite planeswalkers of all time, and she tops off our list, and at $3.84, why not? And with that, we get a grand total of $9.64. You got 36 cents of spending money. Yeah, go spend your next 10 bucks on this. I'm making you 100% do it, or I will threaten you. All right, have a good one, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, share, do all that shit. Check out the live stream VODs that are uploaded on my channel. If you haven't, I'm trying to go through every Magic card in Magic's history. If you haven't seen my latest video, I go through my favorite commander card from each set. You can find that up above or a link down below to that. And yeah, you guys have been helping me out a lot. Appreciate all the support. Go play some Magic. Have a good one.